Good morning. I will be speaking to you about a disease that can become deadly called diabetes. How many of you have diabetes? Or maybe you know someone that's living with this awful disease. Well, approximately 1.25 million adults, that includes children and adults, have type 1, and you have about 85.2 that lives with type 2 diabetes. Those are the two most common types of diabetes. This deadly disease kills more Americans every year than AIDS and breast cancer combined together. This plague has taken the two most important people in my life, which is my mother and my uncle. And it has reared its ugly little head up in my sister's life within the last 2 years. I will be defining diabetes, giving you the most common warning signs, causes, and how you can prevent your chances of developing diabetes. Let's start by defining diabetes. Diabetes is a disease caused by a decrease of insulin or by a decrease of the body's ability to use insulin. What is insulin, you ask? Great question. Insulin is a hormone that helps the body's tissue absorb glucose, which everybody knows as sugar. So it can be used as a source of energy for our body. Insulin allows for the blood glucose to go from the blood to the inside of our cells. Now, again, as I told you in the beginning, there's two common types of diabetes. There's type 1, and the type 1 insulin diabetes occurs when your immune system, the body system for fighting infection, attacks and destroys the insulin producing beta cells of the pancreas. Then we also have type 2 diabetes. Type 2 usually begins with insulin resistance, a condition in which the muscle, the liver, and the fat cells do not use insulin well. Now that you know the meaning of diabetes and what insulin does for the body, let's look at some of the warning signs and causes of diabetes. By knowing these warning signs and causes of diabetes, it can help save your life. Like it did my sister. She realized that she had lost a numerous amount of weight, and once she lost that weight, what happened is she kind of like blew it off, didn't really pay attention to the losing of the weight until she started having a blurred vision. Blurred vision is one of the most common symptoms of diabetes. You also have the numbness and the tinglings in the feet and in the hands, and you will, like I say, you'll have unexplained weight loss. Now, if you have or show any of these symptoms, then you should be tested for diabetes. Okay, you may be sitting there thinking, well, I don't have any of those symptoms. You may have any of the risk factors. The most common risk factors are you being overweight. Overweight does not necessarily mean that that's the only way you'll have diabetes. You can also be diagnosed healthy, but some of the other issues is high blood pressure, or if you fall into any of these groups of people, which is if you're African American, Alaska Native, American Indian, Asian American, Hispanic Latino, or a Native Hawaiian. Then you should also be tested on a regular basis for diabetes. Diabetes causes vision problems. Again, as I told you, that's what signified my sister to know that she needed to go and have her body checked because something wasn't right. Diabetes also causes heart disease and stroke. Since we now are aware of the problems and the symptoms of diabetes, let me explain how you can prevent this disease from happening to you. People have this misconception that the cause of diabetes is hereditary and primarily occurs in family where someone else already has diabetes. Researchers are unable to identify what causes diabetes, but understand that there are environmental factors that also play a factor. There are steps you can take to help prevent diabetes. Maintaining a healthy weight, being physically active, even if you just go out and walk, eating healthy foods, majority of the time at least. So these things will help you prevent from contracting diabetes. So now, thank you. Hopefully you are now aware of diabetes and how to help prevent you from living with this life-changing disease. I have explained the definition of diabetes to you, the most common types of diabetes, as well as the effect it has on the body. We also went over how you can prevent from living your life with this disease because like cancer, it sometimes just don't go away. I would like to leave you with this. Diabetes is a very serious disease and should not be taken lightly. This disease has killed millions of people over the years and is something that cannot be ignored. Thank you for your time and you have a good night.